Everyone, Arten here and welcome for a new video. So in today's video, we are going to cover the match number 2 of the season 11 and we are going to change the format a little bit. So please tell me if you like it better or if you want me to get back to the previous model. So please reach out on the comments or on Discord as usual. So today's video, we're going to cover both accounts on the same video. I used to create two different accounts from two different videos, one for Platinum, one for Overlord, so my main account and my second account. But I feel that it's a lot of duplications. We are seeing sometimes the same kind of team and structure with different attack. So what I was going to do today is I want to have two parts of this video. We will start with the Platinum attack and defenses, and we are going to the Overlord one just after. And I'm going to start the video by showing you the 13 defense that we are going to see the strat. I selected 13 today, so 6 on Platinum and 7 in Overlord. Just to give you an overview of everything. The rest of the defenses, to be honest, were mostly Grots attack. I'm going to show some of the defenses that are not part of this list of 13, but at least it's going to give you kind of an overview to start the video with the 13 different screen and different setup, and after we can directly get into the strats. So let's get started. I'm currently on the second account, so we're going to start with the Platinum 3 account. And we are currently meeting Samit's data. So as you can see, we are going to win this one. So that's a pretty cool one. We lost the previous one. So that's good to continue with a win. To restart with a win. We currently have 21 attack against 27, 66 against 28. So that's a done deal. And we are going to go through the different defenses. So we are going to start with this one, that is a Lady Alexandra, Pop, Erlang, and Torodor. We are then going to go to this setup that is a Brokir, Pop, Erlis, Belzy, and Ingrid. Then we will go with Erlis, Valara, Brokir, AI, and Pop. To continue with Venoma, I really enjoyed this one because I never saw Venoma on GvG before. So Venoma, Neja, Malvira, Valara, and Lily. And we are going to then go to Neja, Erlis, Mary, Regulus, and Ingrid to finish with Neja, Boreas, Erlis, Cyrus, and Valara. So that's the overview of the 6 defenses that we are going to cover today. So let's get into it. We are going to start with the stronghold number 1, and we are going to directly go to the keep with Veras. The team is the team number 2, as I saw with Erlang, Torodor, Lady, Lily, and Pop. And we are going to showcase the attack from our guild leader, Eslipa. So this attack is a Glacius attack. I usually like to show Glacius attack because at least 1 or 2 everywhere, because that's a captain. Not a lot of people have it, but when you have it, you need to still use it in the correct way. So there you start with the 2 epic falls just to get the first shot of the Lady Alexandra. Then you get with your tank, the Ice Golem. You go with the second Ice Golem at 10B. And then directly after that, you get with Glacius. The goal there is to protect Glacius as much as you can. You see that it's still going to be targeted, but it should be fine. Then you are waiting for them to start to pack and build up against the Torodor. You bring your 2 doggies and everyone is going to pass through, and that's a win. So yeah, usually the technique with Glacius is mostly with the Ice Golem to protect Glacius so he can go through and start to also eat, but that's the first attack. The other one, I'm going to quickly show it, but most of these defenses got destroyed by Grot. So the basic Grot with Abyss or with the Rats or with like nothing special about all of them. They got destroyed with the Grot, and not even Grot level 9, it was Grot level 5 or 6 sometimes. So yeah, these defenses are unfortunately not going to work against our friends the Grotesque. So now we're going to go to Apoxb, and we're going to go to the Team B. So Team B is pretty interesting with Pop, Ingrid, Belzebuth, Brokir, and Erlis. And we're going to cover the attack from Ispla again. Ispla there used perfectly the fire tank. You will see that the strat there is you bring your fire tank with the full, you keep them alive as much as you can, while Belzebuth and Ingrid are going to get killed, because you can see that Erlis is only targeting Pop and Brokir. So these two don't have any healing. So you'll see that he bring the full this time. Last war he didn't bring the full, so the fire tank were getting destroyed really fast. So you see that both Belzebuth and Ingrid on the left are getting fired. The first one is dead, but they are almost dead as well, Ingrid and Belzebuth, and you see that the full is keeping them alive, keeping the fire tank alive. And now that the Ingrid and Belzebuth are dead, it's a pretty easy win because Pop is pretty good. But the thing is that as soon as you have a full with an Ice Golem to get the hit, and after you go with the Necromancer, Pop is going to get overwhelmed really fast, and you are going to be able to sneak a bunch of your demons through that, and on top of that you bring the doggies, so you have 0 chance to survive. So yeah, really great executions of this strat against them, and it's a really good use of a level 1 fire tank. So this unit is still really valuable if you have it. It's not for every use case because a lot of players are still placing their defense in a way that you cannot really use the fire tank. But yeah, that's how it is. Now we're going to go to AHNC. I don't really know how to pronounce this name, so I'm really sorry if I butcher dates. And we're going to go with the team number 1. So this one we kind of like covered it on my previous video on the Overlord. It's the strat with Valara, Erlis, Brokir, AI, and Pop. Usually I was not seeing AI, I was seeing Neja instead. And this one you'll see the strat is pretty simple. I think it's Captain Flow that went with it. So this one is really fun strat. Again, it does work with Valara that is not A3. If it's below A3 it's going to work, otherwise it's going to be pretty difficult. Also you need to bring your Moa, and it's mostly to be able to attack the Brokir and the Pop, so Erlis doesn't protect that much Valara. So as you can see, you get with the full, you get with the Mo. The Mo is going to focus on Brokir. The beauty of that is that as soon as you have 8, you bring your Archer. The Archer are going to kill Valara because she's on ultimate. And the beauty of that, you will see that Mo have a range of 2 and 2. So you see the Pop that was placed right there just got destroyed by the ultimate from Mo. And then here it's a really easy win because you have no DPS left. You have AI making ice, but that's kind of it. So you are just going to build up. Even the Archer are still alive. So you are just going to build up, and the Necromancer, the dogs, everyone is going to get through it. So that's a pretty easy one. Now we're going to stay in the stronghold number 2. We are going to go against Spain, and we are going to cover his or her team number 2. So that's the one that I was saying that was kind of interesting with Venoma. You will see that it doesn't really work really well, and the strat that was used was really interesting using the mage. So we're going to go with the strat with Captain, and you will see that this one is pretty fun. So you are going to start with the mage, the 2 mage, and the goal there is that the mage have a pretty good range and they can attack this side of the thing. So they are going to kill Venoma directly. They could almost have killed Neja for the first hit, didn't because Lily saved him. But second hit did kill Neja, so now you don't have Venoma, you don't have Neja, you just have Valara. Do you know what's going to happen? It's going to happen exactly the same thing that happened to Pop on the previous attack. Mo is going to come, he's going to tank Malvira, he's going to go through Malvira, and as soon as he's doing his ultimate that have like the range of 2 and 2 on each side, then he's going to kill Valara, as you see and see. Here we go, she's dead. And now that's a kind of easy win because he don't have anything else. He could have like bring something else on the archer. He could have bring the necros or whatever. I think he did mage and archer just to have 2 waves, because the archer can also attack from this distance. So he could have killed Venoma and not Venoma, he could have killed Neja with the archer in case that the mage didn't kill him. But yeah, that was a really good strat. So GG to our friend's captain. Now we are going to go to Ebaka Pro, sorry. And Ebaka Pro, we're going to cover the team number 1 with Marie, Erlis, Neja, Ingrid, and Regulus. And we're going to go with the attack of player 6969. This one, I didn't really want it to show Grout attack during this video, but this one is interesting because it does use the rat. That is a new unit. So I wanted to give some inspirations to people to use the rat, and I think the rat was used really well on this attack. So you will see that he's going to start with the archer. So he's going to do only 1 archer. He will set the Grout. So the Grout get fed with the archer, and he's going to go with the rats. You will see that the first round is not that important. When the rats die, they will heal the unit around, so it's going to eat Grout. Grout was almost full life, so it didn't really matter. But here it's another. Okay, I'm going to show you another attack. Sorry, I'm going to show you another attack just after that also used the rats, that was like healing the second wave with the Grots. That was way better. This one was a pretty easy one because Regulus got killed really fast. But I have another attack on the pipe just after on the video. That's leveraging the rat again with a really good strat to heal the second Grot. Now we are going to jump into the stronghold number 3, and we are going to go to Zigzag, team number 1 with Neja, Boreas, Erlis, Valara, and Cyrus. And we are going to go not with Captain, but we are going to go with Clash, because we already showcased Captain, so I want to give some spotlight to Clash. So here it's a Glacius attack. I don't think I have any Glacius attack on the Overlord set of defense that I'm going to showcase. So it's why I wanted to show a few more. So here you can see that we are starting with the Mage. The Mage are going to kill Neja. They are going to kill Valara. They are going to kill the skeletons from Cyrus. So that's already a GG because you have no DPS left. So yeah. As you can see, it's really easy. They are going to burn up, the dogs are going to pass, and that's a win. So yeah, that was the attack for Platinum. So I'm going to show a few other defenses that you have with Eloise and Valkyria. This one is with Lucius, Wukong, and Laia. All these defense, they got destroyed by Grot, just for information. This one as well with Cyrus, Valara, Boreas, and Nora. This one with Atsu, like it's way too late. Like this one is so easy because you can, I didn't check. I think it was a kill with yeah, no, it was not even a Grot, it was a swarm on this one, but it could have been killed by so many ways, like with the mage or with the Grot or with anything else. An attack with Lazareth, with Velis. Again, this one didn't really work. Grotesque was able to go through all of that. Araka, Silas, all these defense unfortunately went through really easily with the basic strat of Grotesque. As you can see, like Sound V, I can show you. So it's a Grotesque fire tank. The fire tank is useless there, but it's still there. You see there, it's a pretty basic Grotesque strat as well. So yeah, that's that for the Platinum. If you have any feedback, put that on the comments below. And now we are going to switch to Overlord. So we are on my main account and we are going to showcase 7 different attacks on this one. So I'm going to quickly show the overview of them. Also, you can get the timing of the video on the description below, so it's a bit easier for you folks to see the 2 parts of this video if you want to just focus on Overlord or if you also want to see the Platinum attack. So we are going to cover defense with AI, Neja, Brokir, Erlis, and Ingrid. The second one will be Regulus, Neja, Carnelian, Imret, and Ingrid. Then we are going to cover Beelzebub, Erlis, Ingrid, Regulus, and Wukong. This one is a bit toxic, but that was fun. Then we're going to go with Valara, Lady Alexandra, Torodor, Carnelian, and Pop. 3 more. We're going to go with this one is probably going to be a fire tank attack because you have no healer except Daio-chan. So you have Yovar, Lady Alexandra, Dahlia, Daio-chan, and Brokir. Then we're going to go with Valara, Neja, Brokir, Ingrid, and Erlis. And we're going to end with this really interesting one with Atsut. Usually is with the Pop. But this one is with Atsut, Carnelian, Valara, Wukong, and Torodor. As you can see, it's always the same champions. You have Valara, you have Carnelian, you have Wukong, you have Torodor, you have Lady Alexandra, you have, like, it's always the same attack, but yeah, that's fine. The thing that I was a little bit disappointed, the first match of the seasons, we were like not using Grot that much because most of the defense was not really working with Grot. But this match, most of the attack were with Grot, found the Grotesque Fiend, and that's kind of sad because that's kind of like a one-trick pony that you use everywhere. But yeah, whatever. So we are currently against Feng Shui. Nice attack. I love the name of their guild. We are currently against 18 attacks against 40. We are at 80%. There are 27%. So yeah, let's get into it. So we're going to start with Zentax and his team number 2. That is this one. So we are going to go with yeah, let's showcase Alexandros. He will be happy like that. So Alessandros is using the fire tank on this one. So as you can see, Ingrid is away. She don't have any coverage of healer, so that's the perfect reasons to use the fire tanks to kill Ingrid. So we have 1 DPS left. So as you can see, it's full and captain from the fire tank. You do the same thing a second time because the full is going to be targeted by Ingrid. Second round of that, Ingrid is getting burned, and she's dead. The use of the fire captain is here. Now, what do you have? You have Neja that can target flying unit, and that's it. You don't have any target from AI, etc. So the basic thing is that you don't have an Ingrid that can shot your flying demons, so you are going to get with the lightning guards, killing Neja, and after that it's a full win because no one can touch your flying monsters, and you can go through it really easily. Now we are going to go to, and I'm not going to show too many defenses, I'm just going to select like the 7 that I selected before, because I don't want to have them all to change all their defenses. So I'm just going to show a few of them as usual. So now we're going to go to the team number 1. This one is a pretty interesting one as well. I'm pretty sure that it's a fire captain attack as well. We'll see. It's not, but it could have worked really well. So that's even better. It's not a fire captain, a fire tank attack. So there it's a pretty interesting one with, I think, the mage. So as you can see, if you pumped the 2 mage at the starting point, they will be able to target Neja, and Neja is already dead. So here you enter the match with Imred that doesn't make that much DPS, Neja is dead, and Ingrid is here. As you can see, even the mage with the lightning guards killed the tank, and after it's a GG because they are going to go through. The dogs is here. Without the dogs it would have worked as well, but that was a pretty interesting attack. I think it would have worked with the fire tank as well, but they probably didn't add the fire tank, so that was a good alternative to it. Now we're going to go to the stronghold number 2. And I'm pretty happy because we're at 20-minute video for now. We already covered the Platinum attack. We are currently covering the Overlord, so I think it's going to work pretty well. But please tell me what you think on the comments, if you like to have them together or if you would prefer to keep them separate. So let's go with Jester. So Jester, I would like to cover the team number 1. This one was interesting because you have Beelzebub, you have Ingrid, you have Wukong, you have Regulus, and you have Airless. Regulus, I'm not sure about it, but I think the rest is pretty strong. So we are going to go with the attack from Oliveira, and that's a swarm technique there. If I remember well, he's doing the strat of the full, like the two full together, and they're creating their bubble together. As you can see, it's usually the technique that we can use for Lady Alexandra's attack. So when they are like bubbling each other, Lady Alexandra can target them, but they are not going to die because they have a lot of shields. So you do one wave, you do a second wave. The thing there is that you need to give them some space. They need to stay together far away so they don't start to like bring the shield to other people. And after here, it's pretty easy. You get all the full together, putting a bunch of shields and stuff like that. You have the healer, so you have the two healers there. You have the necromancer, and from there, it's so many monsters that you need to sneak your doggies. You see that it timed the doggies in a way that it's before Ingrid can start the big bang attack with like the full like circle around there. And it's why it worked, because if she was starting to do the ultimate, I would say, versions of her attack, while the doggies were coming, they would have been destroyed. So they just sneaked in just before that. Now we are going to get to our friends Amnia, that is on the keep, and we're going to go with the team number 1. I did lost against it. I don't remember which. Yeah, I did the normal growth attack. It didn't really work. But this one I wanted to show the attack with the captain. And I think, yeah, it does make sense that it worked with the captain and not with mine. Also, it's a little bit of luck, because on this one you have Taurodor with Carnelian, and it's kind of a bummer sometimes because you need to kill it so many times. So the strat there is that because you have, so I will press that. So because you have Lady Alexandra's, if you are waiting too long to send your units, Lady Alexandra's passive is going to come in, and she's going to put the mark and kill the demons before Groth can feed them. So when you see a strat with the Lady Alexandra, you need to bring your Abyss at 10 at the base. So at the base right there. You need to, like, as soon as you have 10B, boom, you bring your Abyss. And at 7, you bring your Grotesque. So it's just in time that Lady Alexandra is going to put the mark on both Abyss and Grotesque. Grotesque is going to feed from the Abyss. Then you bring your, you could have bring the spiders, or you go directly with the Fool. You will see that the Fool is going to protect Grotesque one time because it's going to get killed by the mark from Lady Alexandra. And you see that he's getting burned really fast. Then at 10B, you bring the Abyss, you bring the Grotesque, you bring the Spider. You hope that your Fool is going to bring and grab a shield to your friend Grotesque. It did. On my attack, it didn't, and the second Grotesque got destroyed. And then you go with the Fire Captain. The thing with the Fire Captain is that he was super close to get killed, and if he would have get killed before, this attack will not have worked, because if he was killed before that, he would have done a few steps, and after he's doing like his little dance that take like 6 or 7 seconds, or like 10 seconds sometimes. And you saw that he finished the attack with 6 seconds left, so he would have lost because the captain would not have been able to get there. So that's that. Now we're going to get to the stronghold number 3, and we're going to cover Click. Click, that's right there. And we're going to do the attack on the team number 2. So this one is really interesting. It's a Dahlia attack. Season 10, they were everywhere, exactly the same setup. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work for this one. So as you can see, it's a growth attack with the captain. The fire captain here is key, of course. It will be fire captain and full to protect the fire tank. Why I'm calling them the fire captain? Fire tank. So you see that it starts with the full is going to go with the fire tank. The goal there is that Lady Alexandra is going to get burnt. Dio-chan is still in Invigorations. She's not going to be able to heal Lady Alexandra in time. And as you can see here, he already got Lady Alexandra. That was the most important one to kill, because Yovar is interesting, but is not that great. And then you see that Yovar did got killed by the fire captain because the fire tank is still there. As you can see, he's still alive. So Yovar got killed because Dario-chan didn't switch to healer mode, didn't save Yovar, and then after Dahlia got killed, from there it's an easy win. So great job, Jacob, on this one. We have 2 left. We are going to go to Marvix on the stronghold number 3, and we are going to finish with Kno on the stronghold number 4. So Marvix, Marv1X, I don't know how to say that. We are going to cover the team number 2. And the team number 2 is Valara, Neja, Ingrid. We don't like them, but as you can see, the Ingrid is out of range of Erlis. I don't know if it's a fire captain, I don't remember. Yeah, that's a fire captain, and it does make sense. So now we're going to give some attention to Virzen. With the fire captain, fire tank, why am I calling him the fire captain? So let's go with the full and then the fire tank. The main goal there is just to kill Ingrid. So that's what's going to happen. So you can see she's also already getting burned, and after the first fire tank, she is already dead. You could have sent the second one if she was not dead, but the thing is that she died on the first one. Now you bring your friend the Fiend and you try to get into Brokir as much as you can. Then you get with another Fiend. With the Abyss, you bring a Fool because it's really close to the start, so the Fool doesn't have to walk that much to be able to save the Grotesque. Neja is not A5, so he get killed directly. And from there you have 2 you need to pass by, so you could have he could have bring his doggies a little bit earlier, just in case. That was a really close call, but yeah, it's a 3-second call, and that's a win. And we are going to finish with Kno and his team number 1, his or her team number 1, on the stronghold number 4. So No is right there, and we are going to go with the team number 1. This one was interesting with Wukong, Valara, Carnelian, Torodor, and Atsut. And we are going to go with the attack from Clark Kent. So as you can see, I let you imagine how it's going to pan out. My assumption is that the mage are going to directly pop, exactly, and they are going to kill our friend Valara, and probably Carnelian was able to save Wukong, but not as much. So now you have only Atsut that's remaining. So that's a perfect swarm attack. So you get with healer, 2 necromancer, 1 healer. So you do a sandwich with your 2 healers. They bundle up, you bring your dogs, and that's a win. And that's it for today. So yeah, that was, I think, a lot of new defenses. I really enjoy that because I think people are watching the videos and they are kind of changing their defenses if they are on the videos. So that creates new creative way of bringing defenses. So yeah, this match was pretty interesting. They had still a pretty good attack. I was not able to kill this thing, but I killed it one time and I got killed the second time. And this one as well, so too bad. So good defense there. This one is the one that we already discussed, the one that I already have as well, with Valara and Lady Alexandra and Pop. What do they have still left? They do have, this one that's exactly the same one as the previous one. I did fail. No, I think I won on this one. And I think that's the stronghold number 2 is bugging, and after we started to attack a few, I don't know who attacked that. Yeah, Mango attacked that, but at the end we don't really care because that's a pretty big win. So cool. I hope you enjoyed the new format of the video. Please tell me if you prefer to have them separated. It's a little bit more work on my side, but that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I can clean up match 2, match 3, match 4, and after I can have one place to reference the different match and we can see the evolutions of the defenses. And also tell me if you like the overview of the different screenshots when we start, and I will continue to iterate to give you a nice format every 2 days for Guild War. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe and like the video, and see you soon. Bye bye.